of my love are impossible.
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. You know what? I'm sure that you know who I'm going to be reacting to next, because this smile gives it away, doesn't it? Angelina Jordan. It's as simple as that. Sometimes you can't contain yourself as a surprise when you want to deliver an artist to, to put onto your platform. You know, like, oh, guess who I'm going to react to? I'm going to react to Angelina Jordan. That's me. I'm going to go back to back. There are two TikToks. One is, I'm looking at it now, one is in Angelina Jordan's archives. This is The Field of Gold, and it's in brackets Sting. So you know that song, no, 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 you know the way how Sting does it. No, 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 no. No, Sting's voice is like Sting, you know. And the other one that I'm going to react to, oh, by the way, this Field of Gold is 1 minute and 28 seconds. I know there's a longer version somewhere, and I would love to get that and find that. So if you can find it for me, brilliant. I'll react to it. I love that song. I might even react to the original. And then my second one is coming from Rushdie Shankford's channel, and this is Love Is a Game. Adele's covered, and this is a fans edit. So I'm putting those two back together. Now, that is about, say, 2 minutes and 11 seconds. So put these two together. We've got a best of 3.5 minutes of Angelina Jordan. Now, I was going to put a third one on it, but I saw the third one, and it's a whole song. And I only saw that at the last moment. So I'm going to react to that separately tomorrow, because there's no time at the present. And, like, you know, the funny thing is, I haven't heard that saying it in ages. There's no time like the present. Normally from your mother. But now we're adults, and saying that to a younger generation, I don't know if that cuts the mustard anymore. Anyway, I'm blabbering on, as you do when you're looking at an amazing, fantastic artist as Angelina Jordan. I'd like to say hello, good morning to all the Angel fans. Thank you so much for your support. Your comments have been absolutely amazing. It's your comments that drive me to do more, even as well as, don't get me wrong, as well as Angelina Jordan, because she is a fantastic artist in herself. She is developing into an absolute woman. She is. And it's nice to see that she's surrounded by people who are, you know, she's grounded. She's a grounded person, you know. She wasn't born into richness. None of the family was born into richness. So they've got that grounded thing. And it's always kept them... on the same kind of level as ourselves. You know, Angelina Jordan, she's always, on her videos or on TikTok, she always seems approachable. And it's really, really hard to find that kind of artist, you know, that approachable artist. I will go even further, that Angelina is not only approachable, that she would approach you. You know, it's one of those things that if you say, "Hi, hey, Angelina, hi, how you doing?" If she's walking that direction, she would say, "Hi, how you doing?" And she'll talk to you, blah, blah, blah. But if there was something that she saw or knew that she liked or blah, blah, she's a person to say, "Oh," and she'll come straight over to yourself and have that conversation with you. That is an approachable artist. That is a rarity nowadays, because you got some fans are crazy ass fans, don't get me wrong, you know, and some artists don't really want that kind of, you know, it's cool to say hello as long as you stay there, you don't move nowhere near me and all that kind of stuff. And I think sometimes, yes, it is warranted sometimes, because, you know, out of 1,000 people, one of those people could be crazy, you know, and to protect yourself, you've got to have certain kind of barriers with those 1,000 people. But even though those 1,000 people really, really do love you and they appreciate you and they support you, It's a mixed thing, and you just got to go on with it and live on with your life with it. And you know what? Angelina Jordan has had the blessing from child to interact and be herself with her fans. That is a lovely thing. It hasn't turned evil. It hasn't turned dark in any kind of way, or not that I have heard about anyway. But it's just nice to have that kind of realm. You know, and I think that's down to the groundedness of the way how she's been raised, the way how she's still continued to be raised. I'm blabbering on, aren't I? Apologies for that. Let's go straight into my 2 back-to-back reactions of today, shall we? So, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it?
All your expectations
So this is love a game. Love is a game.
of my love are impossible. Sure you know I'm not easy to hold. So say how incapable of learning to grow I am.
That tone, man.
My heart speaking puzzles and codes. I've been trying my whole life to solve. God only knows how I've cried. I can't take another defeat. Next time will be the ending of me. Now that I see,
I bet everybody's quiet when she sings this song.
love is a game for fools to play, and I ain't fooling. What a cruel thing to self-inflict their pain. Love is a game for fools to play.
Can you imagine?
And I'm fooling.
Angelina Jordan.
To self-inflict their pain.
At a gospel church. I'd love to see that. Right, so that was Angelina Jordan with Love is a Game. And I'm going to go straight into my back-to-back reaction of Angelina Jordan's second song. Then we do our my analysis and reaction after that. So this is the Field of Gold covered by Sting. So let's go straight into it, shall we? There we are. Yeah. So this is 1 minute 28 seconds. But I know somewhere out there is the full song of this. I want it. I want it.
You remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley.
Come on.
You can tell the sun in its jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. So she took her love far to gaze awhile among the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her head came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love?
Carries so much weight, man.
Among the fields of barley, and you can tell the sun in its jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold.
So, what do you think? Angelina Jordan, back to back, Field of Gold. Field of Gold. When Sting sings it, you know, with his voice, and so spacious and everything, and you're looking at it's one part is vocals and one part is face expressions, and you just it's leading that way. Then you got the black and white and you know the piano, so forth. I mean the guitar, blah blah blah. And this song is been done 3-4 times by amazing artists that can feel the song as well as sing the song. You know, if you can sing the song and you don't feel the song, it's not going to work. It's like you've got to read the lyrical contents of this song to then, okay, interpret it in your kind of own strength, in your own way, of understanding. You know, there's many ways to understand one word, you know, and then execute it, knowing in the back of your mind who have sung this song before you have. Knowing that, listen, if I'm going to do, you know, you've got to give it justice. And justice was served. Justice was so served. Because I felt it in her facial expression so much. You know, you can like put a pause, like, no, not put a pause. Silent the song and mute the song and watch her facial expression. Then after that, unmute the song and listen to her vocals. And you see how both of them just has such a match made in heaven. That's the gold, Fields of Gold. Love is a Game, Adele cover. To be fair, I haven't fully heard that song from Adele. Adele's got loads of amazing songs, and don't get me wrong, she is an amazing artist. But I haven't heard all of Adele's songs. It's what I've heard on the radio or, you know, things like that. You can't hide away from Adele. She's a big thing, you know, as in no matter where you go, you're always going to hear Adele. So I don't really know of too much about Love is a Game. It didn't stand out for me as well as her amazing other songs. So there wasn't really much reference to go on regarding this, which is brilliant because I just took it down as this is Angelina Jordan's song. You know, because this is the first time that I'm hearing it from, you know, majority of it. And boy, did that did not disappoint. It almost like, I'm very happy and content not to go and check out Adele's song of this and just leave it with Angelina Jordan. I'm very content with that. I really am. She is going to be an amazing artist. She is an amazing artist. We all know that. And I remember I was being really, really anxious to waiting for the album and what kind of songs she's going to do and all that kind of stuff. And as I'm seeing how long us Angel fans are waiting for this and everything else, but you're also seeing how much space the record companies allowed her to grow and be a child. You know, because we all know as an adult how, you know, that 9 to 5 or 9 to 5. And it's such 9 to 5 is a myth. There's no 9 to 5. You know, we get up much more early than 9 to 5, and we've been in the office more earlier than 9, and we're leaving way after 5. So we know as an adult, you know, the graph of waking up to do our job. Now, we don't want that for a child. We want a child to be a child, have the happiness and do all these things. And when you reach the age of like a 9 to 5, then right, you're gonna work, you know? But now it's just about enjoyment. Now it's about, meet that person, work with that person, but it's an enjoyment factor, it's in an entertainment factor. The real work starts when you reach that age. And boy, you're gonna work, you know? But enjoy your moments now, have that memory. And I think that I wasn't really including that factor of my analysis when it came to looking at Angelina Jordan, because I was so blinded by her amazing self, her amazing songs, her. It's just amazing. Just looking at, I want more. But taking a step back happened in singular points of me reacting to Angelina Jordan. To say, wow, she is a child, even with amazing adult vocals. And I think that is what throws a lot of new Angel fans, not the connoisseurs of Angelina Jordan. We know the connoisseur. I'm not a connoisseur, sorry, but you know. But to new Angelina Jordan fans who's just seen about, say, 50 of their videos rather than that whole 150 or 160, they get, like I did, you get wrapped up about her adultness about her. And the adultness about her is basically her calmness and her vocals. Everything else you see of Angelina Jordan is a child. But sometimes, on certain particular songs, you blank the childness out and you take her for an adult, or the way how I don't know how to put this one. It's not an adult, but it's not a case of walking before you run. I don't know how to explain this. I really don't. I'm trying, but I hope you guys, I don't know, understand and communicate with me in a way of, hey, Uncle Momo, I get what you're saying. I felt that for 2.5 minutes, then I was on the right path. It's surprising that you're still stuck on there. Well, I'm not stuck on there now, but I'm just going through, I'm just trying to explain at one point of me reacting to Angelina Jordan, that it was hooked on seeing her. Because of the vocals, I was looking at her as an adult rather than a child. And then my responses was of an adult nature rather than a child. She's still a child. You know, but her maturity sticks out so wide. Then look, you see her hanging out with Heidi Klum. How old is Heidi Klum? You know, she can rock with, she's a very, very mature person, with a level-headed. And you've seen that from 7. You know, the calmness of her, 7. Amazing, amazing. And for that reason, I salute you. Boom!
Feels so good. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love? I'm on the fields of barley, and you can tell the sun in its jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold.